Am I live? Okay. Looks like I'm well, am I live? Wait, I think so. Uh, 10 seconds. I can't see if anyone's in the actual chat or not. Oh, there we go. Hey guys. I decided to go live for this one. Oh, yes, my injury. I have it all covered up right now. Just for sanitary purposes. So, hey everyone. You guys know I actually I don't go live very often. But I actually while I'm here, I wanted to kind of play with it a little bit because at home I don't actually have a good setup for going live. But I my camera on my laptop apparently isn't that bad. So, hey, how are you? Yeah, exactly. So it's like I got this shit covered up good. So don't worry about that. So, guys, here's the thing. I didn't even click to me until I got back to my hotel that I cut my hand, right? I can't shuffle cards right now. What happened to you? Okay, so if you watch the other video, it's like listening to the inner voice. I know I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing. I knew it. But like when you're just doing something automatic and it's just quick. I just started watching your videos. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yes, when you're gonna do something and you're just gonna do it quick and it's like, okay, let me just open this or open that. So I had gotten to the trailhead for the hike I was gonna do, and I had to open something, but everything's wrapped with such freaking hard plastic now. Spread them out and gently pull them out. Uh, I I'm I might. I'm still marinating on how I'm gonna go about readings if I decide to go about readings. But really, guys, I just had my hand stitched up. I can't I can't really mess with cards right now. But that so anyway, so back to what happened. So I was trying to open this thing and I didn't have anything to open it with except my camping knife. I was like, "I know, 'cause I can already feel the eye rolls." It was not an intelligent move, and even, my guides were like, "Please don't do that. Please don't do that," and I was just so quick about it, and then I just saw all the blood, and it was like, "Shit. Shit," and I realized I didn't have any cell reception either because of where I was. That's the thing about Sedona, guys. You have to be prepared to, navigate without electronics, make sure guys can read maps and that you guys can use a compass properly. And there was just blood everywhere, and I had no cell reception. It was like, okay, well, it's a good thing I know how to navigate. So I just drove myself back into town until I was able to find an ER or an emergency room for me to go get my hand stitched up. Um, so I'm okay. I'm okay, guys. I really can't use my hand today. As days go on, though, I'm gonna see if I can use the cards because I can't really do it one-handed. It's gonna be hard for me as a reader to do it one-handed. Not to mention every reader develops their own method, right? And it's like once you have your method, it's like that's your method. It's like that speaks to you, it resonates with you. So we'll see. But I also kind of feel like, it's only my second day here. I kind of feel like it might have happened for me to not be doing readings while I'm here on my spiritual journey. And I know you guys don't want to hear that. But I like I at least can't do them today. But I'm gonna marinate. I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna meditate on it and see what kind of comes through. And if I can get readings done, I'll get them done. But at least for today, I can't really do anything. I think there's a sign for you to not. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Sasha. Yeah, I it just is kind of blatantly obvious, right? And even just the way it happened, it's like I'm usually so careful. It's usually so careful. And I have actually never cut myself so deep before to the point where I needed stitches. But when I saw it, it was so just not to gross you guys out, but it was just so open and there was just so much blood that I couldn't stop that it was like, there's no way I can't not get stitches for something like this. Oh wait, hold on. Something's glitching out over here. It's okay. Heal. Yeah. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I plan on it. I plan on it. So apparently today was just about look, stop trying to do shit and just be here. So I'm just going to just do R&R. It's almost like early evening here anyway. Oh, oh, it's all bandaged up and I'm supposed to keep it bandaged for 24 hours. So I can't actually open it and show you guys. I might post a picture later. I took a picture of it, but it got my index finger really bad, really bad. I'm just so happy it didn't get my knuckle because I know that would have been horrible to heal. Um, Enjoy the moment, feel better. Aw, you guys are so sweet. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And even for the day, it's like I just took it easy and I just wanted to go out and just be out and it's beautiful out here and I wish I had more to offer you guys as far as like places to go and things to see. I will say a little tip for anybody who wants to go to Sedona and you're not sure like where do I start? Where do I start with like maps or where to go? What are the things to see? Go to the Chamber of Commerce on your first like on your first day in the first thing in the morning. Go to Chamber of Commerce and go to the ranger station. There are tons of visitor centers here, but those I would say have the best resources, especially if you're interested in the vortices around and the formations. If you want information on that, Chamber of Commerce is best. If you want the best hiking information, the ranger station is best. Everything else is more for like guided tours and things of that nature, which is all great. I mean, there's tons of stuff to see. The Grand Canyon's really close by too. And the Native American ruins are pretty incredible. And definitely go to the Chamber of Commerce if you want to see the ruins. Will you go to Bell Rock? Oh, I'm actually really close to Bell Rock. I love Bell Rock. Um, and before I cut my hand, it was like I was actually going to go hike over at Boynton. I don't know if that's how you say it, Boynton, the vortex up there. I was going to go hike up to the vortex there. Well, plans change, don't they? And using, oh yeah, I am. I'm playing with it. I was trying to learn it this morning, and I even took it out. I had every intention of like filming videos today on my hike to show you guys, and it's just Spirit had another plan. Spirit had another plan for today. Yeah, it's deep. It's deep. I'm so thankful I didn't cut any ligaments. I actually thought I did when I first cut myself. I was like, oh God, please, 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 please. But I could tell I could still move my finger fairly well. I don't have full movement of it at the moment, but I think that's more just because of, it's a fresh injury. And they took a good look at it. They said I didn't cut any ligaments, so I'm okay. Yeah, yeah, it sucks. But it is what it is, guys. I'm just rolling with it. I can't really do anything about it other than, just keep healing and rolling with it, right? In silence and healing. Aw, honestly, you guys are so sweet. I can't get over it. You are beautiful. And it's funny, I think this is why I stopped doing live chats initially, because I get so distracted so easily. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Oh, no, it's okay. And oh my God, the nurses were so sweet. The nurses were sweet. The doctor was sweet. I was so happy that the emergency room was empty. It was completely empty. And I ran in there and it's like, there wasn't even anybody at the front desk. And I'm like banging out the window. I'm like, is anyone here? And then they all came out and I was like, I'm pretty sure I need stitches. And they just took me right away. They were all very, very sweet though about it. Oh my God, yeah. And I'm from Los Angeles. And so I'm thinking like, oh my God, ER in Los Angeles, I would be waiting forever. Even if I was bleeding, I'd be waiting forever. Uh Sunny man put a band. Yeah, no worries, guys. Like I said, I am so bandaged up. I'm bandaged up like this for the next 24 hours. Oh, and I'm gonna go hiking again. It's just I need a little R&R after that. I kind of need a drink, to be honest with you. So yeah, tonight's R&R. Tomorrow is back to like hiking, and I'm gonna go to one of the ruins tomorrow. I might go to Tuesday Goot tomorrow. I really like it out there, and there's a lot of crazy energy. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. As I can't read that. I'm sorry, I'm so blind. Dulce Romero. Yeah, I haven't been live since I actually started the channel because I didn't like the setup I have at home. But apparently, my camera on my laptop is fine. Sometimes I can't get it to work at home though. Will you be stopping by Phoenix before you head home? It depends. It depends on how the rest of my trip goes. Because there's the other thing, guys. So definitely can't use my hand today. I'm gonna see how I'm healing over time and if I feel like I can do readings. But I'm getting my stitches out literally the day I leave. Like we were going over and they're like, "Oh, okay, so come back on this day." I'm like, "Oh, that's the day I'm leaving." And they're like, "Oh, okay, that's perfect." And I'm like, "Oh, well, isn't that just say it all that I'm supposed to be like this during my trip here?" So if I can do them, I can, but if I can't, then I can't. I just kind of gotta heal and focus on myself too. And but I'm gonna try to get you guys content if possible, but definitely not tonight. Definitely not tonight. Um, Put someone text on it. I love that. I love that. Oh yeah, no worries. It's still numb actually. They put so much numb they gave me a lot of shots. My hand is still very, very much numb. Saying it's time for you. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly, Roxanne. It's time for me to just be here, to just disconnect and to clearly heal. But I'm okay. I'm okay, guys. And I'll update you once I make a final decision on reads. I'll probably make a final decision. What's today? Tuesday? Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I'll probably make a final decision tomorrow on reads, depending on how it no, Thursday. Um, oh, yeah, and, like, honestly, that's the other thing I'm excited for about being here in Sedona. There's so many different, shops and places and people I can go see for healing aids and purposes, and actually, I've been reading up back on my Native American healing book. So, I'm actually really interested to go and explore that. Don't worry, guys, I'm gonna keep you updated on everything I do. So especially because I know you guys really wanna see Sedona yourselves, and you're interested in what's going on in Sedona. And I definitely want to share that with you guys because there's a lot here that I think people don't go see or they're not cognizant of that they're not cognizant of. And I really want to share that with you guys. So you guys know what you will like once you're actually here. But yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow is probably Tuesday Goot. Probably Tuesday Goot. I'll probably do a little hike, like a really, really little hike at Bell Rock or something of that nature. I'll make my way back out to Boynton at some point. I'm just a little scarred from today to go back there right now. Uh, I wanna go there first. Oh, yeah, it's incredible for spiritual growth, guys, like, honestly, and you feel it, like, you feel it when you're approaching. It just feels energetically different, and it's very healing, even if even if you go through a couple of tower moments. Sometimes you need tower moments to heal, you know what I mean? Uh, yeah, exactly, I was like, "I already got my whiskey ready." I already got my whiskey ready. Oh, yeah, Montezuma's Castle is amazing. I'm definitely planning on going back there. I've only been once, but I love it. And I've been to Montezuma as well, which is actually, if you're a geology nerd or an ecological nerd, Montezuma as well is amazing. And there's another one out here in the other direction from the other ruins, and I can't ever remember the name. I have it written down, but that one you can like apparently get all up in. It begins with an H. I always forget the name. Check in with us so we know. No worries, guys. I will keep you updated. I promise. But like I said, the stitches are coming out the day that I leave. I'm just going back to this. Oh yeah, Jerome. I've been to Jerome, but here. Oh, okay. Actually, let's talk about Jerome for a little bit. I've been to Jerome once, and for anyone who is a medium or anybody who is really sensitive to residual energy, I don't recommend you go. Just being completely honest. It's cool to see once, but even for me, it's like I like Jerome, but I know that there are places in Jerome I don't need to be. Like for example, that hotel, I don't need to go there. I remember because it's at the top of the hill, right? So when you're approaching it, it's like if you're sensitive, you can sense something's not right. Like you can sense something's not cool or not okay. And when I was last here, I was with family, and so we went up and ate, and it was like the whole time I just like I felt awful, I felt sick, and of course people were bothering me. 'Cause- yeah, exactly. It's an intense place, but Jerome itself has a lot going on, and so even if you're not that sensitive, you should check it out anyway. There's even like wine tasting up there, and it's like it's cool. It's a cool little town. It is. It's a cool little town. Um, let's see, your energy is so much. Yeah. Eh, you just gotta roll with it, right? I guess I just am positive person. I don't know. I just am. I just am. I'm just a generally happy person. I think I just have that happy gene. Like I don't know if you guys have heard about that. I'm a good chunk Scandinavian, and Scandinavians they found actually have a genetic happy gene or like joyful gene. So I don't know. Maybe I've got that. I have no idea. I've always kind of been a little bubbly. Um, yeah, I've been to the Grand Canyon before last I was here, and it's a bit of a drive, but it's awesome. And they actually just reopened it. I think the snow's been cleared out for a good while. But I don't think I'm gonna make it up there. It's kind of a drive, and I just feel like I'm supposed to be here. You know, I don't feel the need to venture out too far from Sedona. I just feel like I need to be here. And get you a cocktail. Believe me, guys, I'm set. I got the Costco size Jack Daniels in the fridge. I'm set. I'm so set. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you guys know like I'm okay and everything's cool, but that readings will probably most likely not be happening. But I'm gonna marinate on that and meditate on it as well. And if my guides are like, yeah, no, you're done for the time that you're here, then that's just gonna be how it is. But I will keep you guys posted on that. I will keep you guys posted on that. Um, so yeah, so that's it. So now I am going to relax, change my clothes, get my cocktail on, and maybe just watch a little Netflix and just like chill. I haven't sat down and watched Netflix in probably, I don't know, like 2 months maybe. It's been a long time since I even did that. Um, oh yeah. Oh, you guys are sweet. You guys are so sweet. Watch Featureman. Oh, what's Featureman about? I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of that. Here are many blessings. Yeah, I don't even know what there is to watch on Netflix anymore. I have no idea. Hey, from Alaska. That's so cool. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. Oh, you know what? Okay, before I do go, I did want to give you guys like some of my favorite travel tips, just because I think they could be helpful, and you can always like, pick up more tips on traveling as you go. I've been very fortunate to have traveled a lot in my life, and I definitely don't take that for granted. Um, and even when you come into some money, like if you ever come to extra money and you're like, oh, maybe I'll buy myself this or buy myself that. Don't buy yourself things, buy experiences, go travel. Honestly, it's like I would never have traded any of my travel experiences for anything materialistic or what have you. You know what I mean? Not materialistic. I mean material is what I meant to say. Um, and it's just worth it. It's worth it to go travel and go out there. So anyway, my travel tips. The first thing that I always do when I travel anywhere, if I'm there for like a week or more, I always go to Goodwill. I always go to Goodwill and see what like recreational stuff they have. Like even if you're like going to Hawaii or something and you want to go to the beach, don't go buy beach stuff. Don't go rent it. Go to Goodwill because everyone who's ever been to Hawaii like goes and buys it and then they have to donate it because they can't take it on the plane. Boogie boards, surfboards, beach chairs, coolers. I mean, anything you could possibly really want. And then when you're done, you just donate it back. It's really awesome. Or like if you want to go camp somewhere and fly somewhere to camp, don't bring shit. Just fly and go to Goodwill and buy all your camping shit and then just return it when you're done. Wishing you a speedy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Also, like Sedona, I love it so much, but it is expensive. It is. It's expensive. It's gotten a lot of hype over the years. And so it's kind of become a little resorty more so than like earthy. I don't know another equivalent word for that. So I don't even buy food here. I stop at the Walmart like an hour out and then just get all my groceries and then head into town. Dollar stores, you can't go wrong with dollar stores with whatever you need. You'd be amazed. And if you go to the dollar store, you got to go to one in a rich neighborhood or like a higher income level neighborhood as opposed to one that's like a lower income neighborhood because they always have more high quality stuff, but it's always the same price as it would be in a low income neighborhood. You don't understand what I'm saying? Because it's a dollar store. Best kept secret. Um, oh, thank you. I can't get over how sweet you guys are. Yeah, Dollar Tree. Oh my God, I live at the dollar store. Even when I'm back home, I do all my grocery shopping at the dollar store because I'm such a budget queen. Uh, have fun in Sedona. I know. Oh yeah, and it's funny. It's like I was worried that the drive was going to be too long, and it was a little tiring, but it was fun. Like I really enjoyed it, even though I was by myself. I really enjoyed it. What's another good travel tip? Oh my God, you guys have to use your miles, your points, and Ebates. Ebates, oh my God, I freaking love Ebates. So, for example, I have family in Hawaii. So, I always have at least one travel credit card for at least one airline that I will use consistently. So, if you stick to one airline, definitely get a credit card if you just try to stick to one airline because not only can you get the miles for booking with your credit card, no matter what, you're going to get those miles for booking with your credit card no matter who you book through. So book it through Expedia and get it for a fraction of the price and then book it through Ebates on top of that. So that's how I do it. So the way you do it is you check into Ebates and you click on Expedia or Priceline, and then you shop for the airline that you have your credit card for. So then you get, like, for Hawaii, for example, I'll get 6,000 miles because it's 3,000 miles one way, 6,000 miles to use for a ticket for later. And then I already get it for a fraction of the price through Expedia, which is like no more than like $300 for Hawaii. This is just a Hawaii example, but it can be applied to any other place. And then with Ebates, I get like 7% back. So it's a discount upon a discount upon miles. It's like, it's awesome. You can't go wrong doing stuff like that. Um, oh yeah, Groupon's great too. Groupon's great too. They never have every time I look for Groupon for traveling, just when I'm looking for a specific place I want to travel to, it's never like one that I want to go to, but they do have great deals. They do have really, really great deals. So that's another awesome travel. Oh, Macy's. Not a lot of people know this. Macy's. So if you're going to travel to a city, at least I know it applies here in the States. If you go to Macy's and you're out of state, go to guest services and they'll give you 20% off just for being out of state. It's kind of amazing. I won't. Oh, yeah, coupons is good too. Coupons is good too. What's my sign? Oh, I'm a whole bunch of stuff. uh, just classify me as a earthy water sign. I'll just put it that way. I'm an earthy water sign. Um, I will say I got a lot of Scorpio. I have a lot of Scorpio going on, a lot of Capricorn. I got some Cancer. and a little splash of air, a little splash of air. But I have no fire. I have like no fire in my chart. Your energy is contagious. You know, it's also being here. Yeah, oh God, that was okay. Let me share something else that I realized. I always forget this until I come back here. The telepathy you have with people here, regardless of how sensitive you are. I mean, if you're more sensitive, it is going to be more powerful. But even people who are not that sensitive, you'll have telepathy with strangers. Like earlier when I was waiting, I was going to go get some maps. I have maps at home and I completely forgot them. I don't know how I did that. Um, so I'm like waiting in line, just patiently waiting. And I wasn't going to say anything because it's like, you know, they're helping people. So I'm just waiting, biding my time. And the guy looks over and he's like, "Oh, here's the map you want." I was like, um, I didn't say anything. He's like, "Oh, I thought you asked for this." I was like, "No, I didn't say anything." And then I went to Chamber of Commerce because I specifically wanted stuff on the vortices, right? And I saw that they were selling some jewelry and something caught my eye for my mom. And I was like, "Oh, she loved that." And so I was talking to the lady about it. And so randomly, she's like, she brought up my mom like cursing. It was like, it was so out of the blue, like out of left field. And she's like, "Yeah, she should really just like do that in her native tongue to not offend people." And I was like, "I'll tell her." I hope you have a fast recovery. Oh, thank you. I do too. I thank you. I hope I do too. I'm sure I will. I'll be okay, guys. I'll be okay. I don't really get hurt like this often. Like I've had a lot of experiences getting severely ill, like hospital ill, but not physical injury, right? Like I've had a couple like spinal taps and crazy stuff like that. Um, seeing them new sub here. Oh, hey Sage, thanks for being a new sub. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, guys, so that's what those are just a few travel tips that I, just felt like sharing. Um, yeah, it's like I don't stream live. I don't because at home I don't have a good setup for it. And I was worried the internet here was not going to work or that the energy here was going to mess with the video, but apparently it's working just fine. Um, Oh, hey, from Miami. Oh, that's cool. I've been to Miami like only once and it was ages ago. I should go back. I should go back. Oh, the library. Oh, I've never been to the library actually. I should do that too. Oh, prickle pear. Prickle pear. When you guys are here, you have to indulge in prickle pear, whatever form that you get it in, whether it's in your margarita, whether it's in a baked good, or it's like syrup on your pancakes. You have to indulge in prickle pear when you're here. You'll get hooked. I love prickle pear. Actually, I need to buy some stuff for my mom and because she's all the way in Hawaii, and ship it to her. Um, have you ever been to Denver? Yeah, when I played Ultimate Frisbee, actually, we had the was it regionals or nationals? I think it was regionals. We had regionals out there when I played Ultimate Frisbee, and it's beautiful. I think it's an awesome place. Well, Terra deck is where the images are reversed. Oh, vice versa. That's the vice versa deck. Actually, I have it here somewhere. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, these ones. Yeah, vice versa deck. This is the vice versa deck. Junso Terra sent me to watch your. Oh, thanks, Natalie. Thank you. It snowed like crazy yesterday. Oh God, yeah, I checked the weather and it's supposed to snow while I'm here. I'm kind of excited. I love the snow and I love cold weather. I actually hate being hot. I'm like a chocolate polar bear. I do not belong. I might be brown, but I do not belong in the sun. I really don't. um, is it? Oh, that's right. I forget people have been asking. Guys, I don't really know brands. It's just not my thing. But with glasses, it's like you can't avoid but buy brands. It's I don't know if you guys can see that. Whatever brand that is. Is it focusing? Do you guys know what brand that is? If someone could put what brand that is, that'd be awesome. It's like the AX symbol, whatever AX is. AX. Oh, Armani. See, I don't know brands. Oh, I drove from Los Angeles. Injury. Oh, someone came late. Yeah, I cut my hand. I cut my hand pretty bad. I'm okay though. I'm okay. Um, it was an experience to say the least. And it's good to know that hospitals out here are really like easy to get in and out of and really clean and people are really nice. Um, how I learned to hear my spirit guides. Oh, that's an interesting question. Oh, how 444. Sorry, the microwave. How I learned to hear my spirit guides. I I always have kind of heard them, to be completely frank with you. Especially when I was a kid, it was a lot stronger. And it used to drive me nuts, actually. And it used to really make my mom crazy because I was, when you're a little kid, and if you're a little kid and you're that aware, to parents, it can be off-putting, right? It's like, it looks like you're talking to yourself sometimes. And my mom discouraged that when I was younger, and I think that's why it took me some time to get back into my abilities. But I've always heard them regardless. But yeah, when I was a kid, it used to make me crazy because it's like, it's distracting. It's really distracting when you're a child and dealing with that. Um, so glad it wasn't a really big owie. Well, I don't know, I got some stitches in my hands. That's a big for me, that's a big owie. For me, that's a big owie. I don't get hurt like that often. This is actually the first time I've ever had stitches. I don't get hurt like that often. I'm usually very, very, very careful as you get closer to your path. Oh, increase. Oh, without a doubt, increase. I've been seeing synchronicities since before I started my channel, but now it's like I see them so constant, especially now that I'm here in Sedona. And I'm not like, to be completely frank with you guys, I think I see synchronicities on average, like every 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes I see synchronicities. Um, it feels spiritual. That's so Ray Ray. Yeah, that can definitely be something. And a lot of people have been experiencing that right now, pain in the ear. A lot of people have been experiencing that along with what they think are body aches. So let me actually, this will help you guys out because I've been going through my another, I guess you can, it's an awakening. It's an awakening ascension that I've been going through physically for the last month, and I haven't shared it with you guys. And it's been a little intense. But I've dealt with it now. It's like meditation really helps. The second New Year's hit is like the intense ringing in the ear was amplified to the point where it's painful. And I started getting these surges of energy through my spine. And then it would go up through my head and down my legs and through my arms. And it's like uncontrollable spasming. But I'm fine though, guys. I meditate through it and I'm okay. But if you're experiencing symptoms like that, it's not the flu. And I think some people are not as in tune with their body to understand that. So just know that it's like if you're like, "Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, maybe I just have body aches from the flu." It's not the flu. It's not the flu. Um, and especially if you feel also like a pulling on your throat or your heart even, like your throat and heart chakras, that'll happen. Or if you're feeling like you have intense headaches, but you can't really explain it, especially if it feels like it moves around, like that's what it is. If it feels like it's moving around, where it's like all of a sudden it's like it's hurting in your temples, but then it feels like it moves to your back and then it moves to like your third eye, especially, that's all part of those symptoms. But yeah, so don't be scared by that. Just meditate a lot. That's going to help. Meditate and also clean out your karma. Yep, clean out your karma with people, address your traumas, address anything that's holding you back in life, any hangups you have, any insecurities you have. The more you get rid of that, the less the symptoms will affect you in that way, physically anyway. Private readings. All right, guys. As a lot of you know, I'm not doing readings. Like I'm not doing personal readings. When I decide to do them, I promise I will announce it, and it's not going to be in the near future. I just have a lot going on. Right? I have a lot going on. And then it seems like as time goes on, I'm having more and more things happen in my life, like more tower moments, more changes, and I have to roll with it. But while I'm rolling with that, I don't feel it's right for me to do personal readings because it's going to be hard for me to be really tapped in for you guys. You know what I mean? So when I get to like a very stable place in my life where I'm not experiencing a lot of change, then I will probably do it. But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen anytime soon. Um, get well and oh, thank you. And you're up. Wait, in my upper section of thigh, and now getting them in my left thigh and left section. Oh, that's interesting. That could be your root chakra for sorry, it already disappeared. For those who are for the person who's dealing with the thigh pains and issues. I mean, definitely do stretching just to make sure that it's not muscular. Like try to rule out any ailments first before you jump to the spiritual conclusion. But definitely if you're getting the surges of energy that are spasming through your body like that, um, and you're getting the ringing in your ears, it's like, yeah, that's sorry, guys, that's awakening symptoms. But the thigh pain, that's interesting. Definitely try to do some stretching, maybe do some yoga and see if that changes anything. Also, bananas. Eat some bananas. I don't know why I'm getting bananas. Eat bananas. I think that might also help. There was someone asking, oh, yes, yes. G Gypsy, yes. Try eating bananas because that also could be a lactic acid issue as well. Bananas can help with that. I know it sounds weird, but Pickle juice can also help with that. But if you rule out any of those things, definitely try to work on your root chakra or balancing that out. And I would just use the stuff you find on YouTube, like for the chakra healing. I use them and it works really nice. How do you clear out your karma? You just gotta face it, guys. And it's hard. It's facing the issues that have affected you through your life or that the wrongs that people have done to you. Even if you think, oh, I put it behind me. If that person still comes back in your mind, or if someone reminds you of that person and you still kind of get upset, yeah, you have to close that out. That's karma that you're still carrying around from that person, that situation, or that trauma. And we all have cleaning we got to do all the time because we're always encountering new people and new situations, right? So we have to do that constantly. It's constant maintenance. Um, so the way that okay, here's a good way of doing it. For example, like let's say you fell out with a really good friend, and it's been like a year or whatever, but it's like, they still come to your mind every once in a while, or if you're presented with that person or situation, it still kind of makes you a little upset, or you're kind of like, oh God, like, yeah, I can't believe that person did that to me. I know it's tough to do. I know it's tough to do because I had to do a lot of it. I did a lot of karmic cleanups the last couple months, especially the last month when I started getting symptoms. Is to just like message the person, reach out to the person. You could even text them, email, what have you. Excuse me. Or you could talk to them on the phone, and just say like, hey, I just want to reach out and let you know that I forgive you for your treatment of me. And I hope that you forgive me for any hurt I may have caused you, or if I made you feel less than, or what have you. And if we cross paths again, I'll say hello. And then you just shut the door, final, like in a very positive, unconditional, loving place. If you shut a door with someone like that, when you're only coming from a place of love, only love can be returned back to you in that situation. You know what I mean? Even if the person doesn't really accept it, even if the person's like, yeah, I don't know, you did your part and you close the door on your end and then it's closed and you don't have to be affected by that karma anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Um, so a side chat, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they don't want to hear you out because it's not about them. It's about you. Plain and simple. Even if they don't even respond, doesn't matter. You did your part. You closed your door positively. Um, Apps for decoding dreams. Oh yeah, the app that I actually like to use is Dream Moods. I love Dream Moods, but sometimes they don't always have my the thing that I need. And I actually find that I haven't used it in a long time. I think because I am becoming more connected to why I'm getting certain things. So I haven't used that much. But Dream Moods is awesome app for that. I love that one. Um, how do you figure out lessons or what we were doing when bad relationships? I'm trying to figure out. MJ, sorry, I'm just trying to understand. How do we figure out what lessons or what we're doing when bad relationships keep happening? It's okay, how do I say this? When we have the same repetitive bad relationship, it's because there's a lesson there we haven't learned. And that might not be the exact thing you want to hear, but it's the truth. And that lesson sometimes it's about the introspective work, okay? And also healing. Like for example, and I'll be very personal with you guys. Um I had I had a theme. I had a theme of bad relationships. I think we've all been there. And I really didn't see that I didn't see what I was missing as far as the lesson until many years later because it was about my internal work that I had to do. My ego, my internal like lack of work was keeping me from seeing. So it's like face your childhood trauma first. I mean, I think that goes the longest way. It's the hardest work to do, but it's the most rewarding work to do, without a doubt, the most rewarding work to do. Um, and once you just really are honest with yourself, you got to be honest with yourself. And that's the hardest thing that I think people have a hard time getting over. You have to be honest with yourself in order to face the things about yourself that are scary or the things that you don't like about yourself. But once you do and you release that, oh my God, you'll feel like a different person. You really will. Or, sometimes people have trouble with forgiveness, right? With really forgiving people and giving away that power. It's actually quite the opposite effect. When you don't forgive someone, you're actually like putting up that gate for all that negative energy to stay within you when you don't forgive someone. And people, I think, get lost in that because they think, well, if I forgive, then I'm weak. If I forgive, then I give them my power. No, you are actually much stronger. The more vulnerable you are an incredibly stronger person, because you let all that shit go through you. You let all the negativity out and you only hold on to the positive when you are vulnerable. Okay. And that's lost on people sometimes, and that's how you gain inner strength. But definitely it's about being honest with yourself and looking at your inner traumas and the things that you don't like that you've done to people, or the things that you don't like that you even do to yourself, and really facing that head on, as hard as it is. Um, I feel like I track controlling work on chakras. Yeah, chakra work is so important, guys. It's so important. Like, to stay, make sure that your chakras are balanced, even if it's just like a once a week thing to just sit down, meditate, and listen to chakra cleaning music, or actually, do visualization work to clear out your chakras. I do visualization work. The way I do mine is I actually visualize with every breath that I take. I visualize white light going through each chakra individually and over and over and over again, but very consciously of that. But that's more energetic healing work that I do for myself. Um, and I know not a lot of people have that capability. That takes practice. That takes practice. Um, Intense heat. Yeah, but oh yeah, hot flashes. Yeah, if you're having hot flashes and you're like 20, yeah, that's part of the energy that we're experiencing with the awakening. I've been getting that too, and I've seen other readers get it too, even if they're not, like, they're clearly not menopausal. Um, Yeah, guys, and like I said, it's if you're having some physical pain of any kind, like, definitely rule out the medical first. It's always important to do that. But if you're told by your guides, or it's like you just instantly know that it's like, okay, this is a spiritual thing, then it's a spiritual thing. Like, for example, with my awakening symptoms, sometimes they'll get triggered if I'm talking to somebody who is low vibrational, like really low vibrational, like someone who I'm close to in my life, because we have a lot of people in our life that we can't exactly cut out for whatever reason or another. Like, they could be family, or we could be tied to them through other means, contractually, whatever. And so sometimes if I'm talking to someone for too long that are really low vibrational, or who are a little negative, those symptoms will start triggering in me, and then I gotta go. you know, uh, change my. God, you guys are funny. All right. Oh God, I just realized I've been on for like 40 minutes. It's been really nice chatting with you guys. But I gotta rest. I gotta take a rest. It's been a freaking day. It's been a day. But tomorrow should be sunny, and I will try to do a video at Tuesday Goot, just because the energy is so intense, and I want to see if you guys can sense that through the video as well. All right. So I'm gonna go, guys. All right. Have a good day and a good night, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. And thank you guys again for all the kind words and the support. And I know some of you guys were like a little worried about this. So I want to make sure you guys knew that I was okay. So don't worry. I'm good. I'm good. All right, guys, I got to go. Bye. It was nice chatting. See you guys later.